Good morning PBTE 1-2 because we are under enhanced community quarantine due to COVID-19 pandemic. We're not meet personally. We finish our course through online. What is our lesson objectives? At the end of the lesson, the student will be able to, number 1, identify and define the law of demand and supply. Number 2, discuss the different factors affecting demand and supplies. And number 3, assess a different scenario affecting market. In our group chat, I'll send you a copy of PowerPoint presentation about market equilibrium and a video clips to know and learn what is market equilibrium. What is the market of equilibrium? The operations of the markets depends on the interactions of the buyers and the sellers. An equilibrium is the conditions that exist when the quantity of the supply and the quantity of demand are equal. Because of this, the equilibrium, there is no tendency of market price or change. To understand more about this subject matter, let us watch a short video clip about market.
What is market equilibrium? It's when quantity demanded equals to quantity supplied at a given price. Can you guess where's the market equilibrium here? Yes, at $3, both QD and QS are equal. At 6, plot the values into a graph. And this is simply the intersection between the demand and supply curves. Wow! When the amount the sellers want to sell is equal to the amount the buyers want to buy, everyone is happy. Price is stable at market equilibrium. Anywhere else, price tends to change. At a price below market equilibrium, say at $2, sellers want to sell this amount. Buyers, this amount. There is a shortage. As sellers, with so many customers fighting to buy your goods, sit back and wait and jack up the price, boy. As price increases, some buyers drop out. More sellers enter. Oh, back to market equilibrium.
In market equilibrium, there have an excess of demand or shortage. Excess of demand or shortage is the condition that exists when the quantity demanded exceeds the quantity supplied of the current price. When the quantity demand exceeds the quantity supplied, price tends to rise until the equilibrium restored. For example, we having an COVID-19 pandemic. All of the people looking for face masks, alcohols, vitamins, and some necessity or basic commodities. We're encountering lacking of supplies for drugstores, and some manufacturing of face masks not produce enough supply to extend the needs of our society in face masks. What about we having an excess of supplies or surplus? This is the condition that exists when the quantity supplied exceeds the quantity demand at the current price. When the quantity supplied exceeds the quantity demanded, the price tends to fall until the equilibrium.
At a price above the market equilibrium, say at $5, sellers want to sell this amount. Buyers, this amount. Phew! There's a surplus. With so few buyers, better drop your price or risk not selling your apples at all. As price drops, some sellers drop out and more buyers enter. Oh, back to market equilibrium. Again. So, the market equilibrium price is the only point where price is stable. Wait a minute. What happens if we have this super powerful firm that can influence price? Well, we assume we have a competitive market. There are many similar sellers and buyers. With so many of them, none can influence price. They are price takers. The market sets the price. And here's the summary.
Example of excess of supply or surplus. What will be happening in Benguet or the upper area of northern Luzon? There have excessive supplies of vegetable. And in the help of the Department of Agrarian Reform, they make kadiwa or rolling stores to help the farmers to sell their items in the nearby community. Now let us talk about the law of supply and demand. In the law of demand, the price are low, the consumer buy more. And when the price is higher, the consumer buy less. This is the inverse or negative relationship between the price and the quantity demand of the product. The quantity demand specify in willing and able to purchase. The price influence the quantity demanded of the product. For example, mall sales. More people looking for the sale item to buy more. And when you giving a discount and having a lesser price, the customer engaging buy more items in a specific product. According to the law of supplies, the higher the price, the larger the quantity produced. For example, we have shortage of face masks. We need a higher production of face masks. The quantity of supplies need to produce more face masks, but they demand to increase the price of the face masks. To the second part of our discussion, let us check the message of our student in our group chat of what are their insight about market equilibrium and what is the effect of enhanced community quarantine due to COVID-19 pandemic to our market equilibrium. Everyone will be need to submit a reaction paper to our Google Drive to serve as your attendance and quizzes for the lesson. Thank you and stay safe.